Hey guys, it's RC. I am back. I'm going to do another Let's Play with OOTP18. This is not replacing my career Let's Play where I'm with Kansas City currently. This is going to be one that I'm going to run concurrently but separately. And what I want to do with this one is it's going to be a fictional league. Historical fictional. What does that mean? Well, basically, what I did is I came in, I created a league that's going to start in 1970, and then I went in via commissioner mode and I released every player to free agency. I deleted all free agents, and then I filled every team with fictional players. Then I released all those players, now fictional players, into free agency, and then had a serpentine draft to fill the teams back up at random. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sim about, I don't know, somewhere between 5 and 10 years as an unemployed person, just to get a history, a baseline for the league. And then we'll come in and we'll take a job at that point. And that's where the next video will start, is when I actually take a job. So I'm going to do a lot of this off camera or off video. No need to watch all that, but I wanted to show you who our first round draft picks were. So I guess I should go to round one. So Pat Colson is our first draft pick to Detroit. Brought Byron Moulton, Miguel Rodriguez, center fielder. So a lot of pitchers in the first round. Now, if you have never played historical fictional, I've added another twist to it. I'm only in one online league, and it's what we call it a semi-stats league. Semi-stats only. There are no ratings. It makes it really more like being a real general manager. So let's pull up the number one guy. Again, nothing here. What do you notice? There are no ratings. So this puts a lot of guesswork into the player. The reason I am going to sim ahead is because I think it helps you to have some stats generated to have something to base it on. So much like in real life, you're looking at their results on the field and you're getting a little bit of feedback from your staff. Now, I don't know how accurate this is going to be, or anything else, but this is what we're going to have. I don't know if you guys will be interested in watching this. I was going to do this initially, but then I said, I think people are going to want to see the real players and be able to see the ratings and but I have really become enamored with the semi-stats only, and I want to do a league in that vein because that's the way that I now play it, and so it will help me in my online league as well. So I have an ulterior motive. So whether anybody watches it or not, I'm still going to play it just to try to get better at the game. So what I have, we call it semi-stats only because we do have ratings for stamina, holding runners, telling us what their tendencies are, velocity, uh, their fielding ratings, and let's look at a outfielder just for a comparison. So here's Miguel Rodriguez, and if we look at his scouting report, a threat every time he gets to the plate, modest power, average plus defender. But you notice again, no ratings. But we can see his speed, stealing, base running, his position ratings, how well he can defend, range, everything else. So really the only thing we can't see is this. I've also turned off the star rating to take that, that little cheat away as well. So we're really judging based on stats and production. Let's go into a team here. All right, now they have only 20 players. I'm going to have to go in and figure out how to fill their minor leagues. I'll do that before I start simming away. But basically, by going 5 or 10 years, we will also have draft picks coming in and things of that nature. So, anyway, this is just kind of an introductory video. Let you know what we're doing um, and how the league will be set up. I don't know what team I will play with. So if you have, I'm going to go ahead and post this today, but I don't know when I'll put up the actual first game video. I'll probably be able to sim all the way to the start here today because it doesn't take long to sim out a season. But put some if you do watch this, and if you are a subscriber to my channel, or even if you're not, but you check out this video, kind of put your thoughts. Is there a particular team you would like to see? Again, it's fictional players, so it's only the team and the stadium. um, and we are playing in 1970, but that's only for the era of the style of ball. Eventually, if we played a modern day, uh, we're going to outpace the real players anyway, and it becomes a fictional league at that point. So I am just starting fictional. I actually was going to start in 1961 and sim 10 years and start in 70, but I didn't like the way the league was constituted at that point from a setup. This was a little bit better. I am going to make sure that we have automatic expansion turned on only here at the beginning, um, because eventually I want the LA Angels to become the California Angels before they became the LA Angels and the LA Angels at Anaheim. I want to see the Houston Astros come into being, and I want to see the split into two divisions. And that's kind of why I'm shooting for a 75, 76, maybe even an 80. I might go a decade. I don't know yet. But at that point, then I can kind of look and what I want to do, what I propose to do is to put, uh, you know, it'll be a career, much like my other one with Kansas City. It will be, I will be looking at it to come in as a new skipper, probably taking, and I think at that point it would be realistic to take one of the struggling teams, whoever it may be. So we'll have to see who's struggling at that point. And the really great thing is I, again, I deleted all the real players from the teams to the free agent pool. Then I deleted all the free agents, which meant there were no players in the game. Then I've repopulated the major league teams, released all of them again to free agency, and then had a random draft. So I should have probably, in fact, we can kind of look at that. If we look at the history here, yeah, so see, he joined the Red Sox, I mean the White Sox, but then was drafted by the Steelers. So, we do have who his original team was, then he was dropped to free agency, and then drafted by, in the draft. So, there's a little bit of history there, but not a lot. We want to develop some history, some stats. A couple of other things. I also have Hall of Fame voting. I turned it to only 1 year post retirement. I figured if they're good enough to get into the Hall of Fame, waiting 5 years is not going to matter any. So, anyway, leave some comments below. Tell me what you think of the idea. Are you going to be interested in this? I'll be interested to see, how much interest there actually is. As I said, this is the type of league I play in, so it benefits me to play it and get better at it. I've been in the league for, I don't know, 7 or 8 seasons. Currently going through a massive rebuilding project. But, we had actually gotten the team I took over were perennial doormats. had only made the playoffs once in the history of the league, and I actually had them in the playoffs 3 out of 4, 4 out of 5 seasons or something like that. And then I just, the team got old and I was in financial trouble. And so I just had to like cut down to bare minimum, trade everybody away, and start rebuilding. And I'm still in the process of that, but I've got a very young team. Um, I was able to actually get a top of the line free agent starting pitcher that's going to be a Hall of Famer this year. He's 37, so I'll have him for a couple of seasons probably. But that's where I'm at in my rebuilding project. I tried to get that one veteran we could build around and give some leadership to my young guys. But I think the average age on my team is 24. So it's pretty young. So anyway, leave some comments below what you think of the format. Are you going to be interested in it or not? Again, I just think from a realism standpoint, when I do break in and start to play, I think we'll have to actually look at the teams that are at the bottom. So what I might do is I might try to do this. I don't know if I will or not, but I may try to sim ahead um, the seasons that I want to get behind us. And like I said, it's going to be somewhere between 5 and 10 seasons. See what's developed, what's transpired, and then maybe put up a snapshot video of where we are right at that moment, and then maybe let you guys make a decision on what team I take over. Based on who's going to be terminating a coach at that time or what have you. So I might do that, or I might just take a team and run with it. So anyway, I'll be looking forward to your comments, your thoughts. Um, please leave those below, and I will get rolling on getting the miners repopulated here and starting to sim ahead. So thanks for checking this out, and let me know what you think. And I will be back at some point. Might be later today, might not be for till tomorrow or a couple of days down the road. We'll just see how it goes. But like I said, I think I'll come back with like a recap. We can kind of look at a little bit of the history that's developed, and then we can kind of get into the actual gaming itself. So thanks for checking it out, guys, and we'll see you later.